Well, hello there. How's everybody doing? Sensor Naget, back at it again. Day 20. Can you believe it? Of Feed the Beast Skies 2. It's September and I just got my subscription thing on Twitch. Persistence pays off, I suppose. Anywho, I've been on and off over the past week or so, and been doing a lot of bees related things and aura tech related things. I guess let me start off over there, kind of show you what I've been up to here. Let's see. So, turn down Spotify a little bit. There we go. So I've yeah, been doing a lot. I've been figuring out automation for Auratech, and fortunately it is very simple, with just slapping a crafter on top of it and then putting an exporter down underneath. The directions didn't seem to matter too much because I can kind of export from any side. It doesn't necessarily have to be the actual block itself. It can be one of the cores, and as long as it's attached, it works. I found these speed add-ons. Well, these are combinations of efficiency and speed add-ons that comes from Auratech things, and those have been nice to make. And I kind of went through and made everything. Made the refinery, and it's pulling in lava because I put in a couple of dripping upgrades here. So it pulls in the lava when it makes enough lava. There we go. Yeah. And then I'm bringing in the enderic compound so that it creates the um, all of the strange matter and shield fire. Let's see what else. What else can I get? Sulfuric acid. Um, this is a bunch of things. Oh, and then this one is set up to use crude oil from my oily bee, and that is creating naphtha, sulfuric acid, and heavy oil. This one, what is this one making? Oh, this is for processing those reinforced carbon sheets, which became necessary for something in the machine core or something. I don't really remember. I added some more indirect lasers, and I've been adding the speed and efficiency add-on tiers to those with these machine add-on extenders, and that has made this go a lot faster. So I think I was going to make 3 more of these to put on the bottom. It goes through a lot to make it happen. Um, yeah, makes all the different tiers, makes all of the different items. I guess I could add, yeah, I can add one there as well. Tell you what, this thing isn't being used, whoops, for anything. I haven't seen any other recipes that were useful for it, so I'm just gonna, well, it's already done. Whatever. There we go. And it hasn't gotten to making those just yet. Speed that on tier 5. Here we go. Yeah, so pretty decent pace. Of course, it can always be faster. So that's what I'm looking at. And I haven't even really. I need to like switch over to Flex Networks so that I can get a better idea of how much um, power this is actually using. So it never seems to really budge. Well, I guess that one is. But I've got some of these that are still using liquid chorus, and so Obviously, I'm not pulling a lot of power at any one given time. So, anyway, this will finish up eventually. I'll slap those on there so it's a little bit faster. What else have I done? I can't remember if I set this up in the last stream or if it was afterwards. These empowerers. And what I ended up doing was all of these weird items just go into the barrel. I've got it in locking mode so it doesn't accidentally fill this up. And this router just sends things to the empowerer, and I could have sworn I had another one that was sending sender, puller, distributor. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah. And then the distributor distributes things. And it's filtered with a blacklist and whitelist so that it doesn't accidentally send the item that's meant for here over to here. So, yeah, pretty straightforward. It's still going. But at a really decent pace. I did go ahead and set up the quantum processor in silicon wafer crafting over here behind my drawers because I really couldn't be bothered to set up a proper applied energistic system. Maybe I will here at some point, but yeah, I've gone through the process of creating the, what are they, the matter balls and the singularities, and I've got all of the recipes for those going, including our quantum processors and all that jazz. So that's pretty straightforward. Let's see what else. Bees is the other stuff I've been very busy at. So I've kind of I've created all of the bees, with the exception of these guys that you see over here on my bookmark list, and some of them are just kind of waiting. Like I just need to get into immersive engineering, I need to get into pneumatic craft and mechanism to make those guys. The rest of these are utility bees. They're not resource bees. And so I haven't been in under any sort of stress to get them made. I still don't know how to make the BB or how to encounter one in the wild. Maybe it's on one of the islands that I need to explore a little bit more. So yeah, I've got my draconic bees. I've got all of my alloys, and I have upgraded all of them with the honey treats. So they're all at maximum stats. I need to find, these will be some of my one-offs that I'll put in here as well. All of my Ender IO bees in these 2 blocks. And then my Oratech bees in these 2 sets. And so they're just making all of these alloys and crystals and other nonsense. Oh, these guys. So the Strange Matter Bee and Sheol Fire Bee, as far as I can tell, they don't use the buckets. It has to have the liquid actually placed in the world. But I don't really care for right now. The sulfuric acid one was working. And I noticed that it's modern industrialization, but I'm making it through, there he is, making it through Oratech. Hold on just a second. Let me let my cat out. All right. Cat was scratching at the door, wanting to be let out. Okay, so the last one I was going to set up is going to be my power. Guys. And I've got all of the spawn eggs for them, so I put them in the world. I give them their treat. And then I put in the productivity upgrades. And he's in there. Now we can start making honey. Or whatever. Not honey. Blazing crystal bee. Block of blazing crystal. Nitro. Spirited. Whoops. Spirited. And Niotic. And it's, oops, not that. Yeah, Niotic. Spirited. And Nitro. So Niotic, Spirited, Nitro. Cool. Steel column block. Is everything just being used? Yeah, I'm right at the threshold. So heated. Oh wait, no, it's because I haven't added it to the Super Factory Manager. That's the other thing I've done. So I started fooling around. Oh, I meant to mention this guy. Look up how you get this guy. The FBIB. I'm not going to describe it because I feel like my video would get flagged. Anyway, so I've got my Super Factory Manager. I Googled this. Somebody had it set up. And I just took out the lines that referred to combs, or not combs, but the bottler, because I'm not bottling any of the honey. It feels like a waste. And so, yeah, just very simple program. Pull the labels, and let's see, I can throw down another centrifuge here. I need to make another gate. It feels like these don't ever pull any more than a hardened gate can deal with, so let's pop them on there. All right, so that is a centrifuge, and I've got that as the access point, and then of course my hives. So let me scroll the hive. There we go, and then I need to update it by right-clicking there, push labels, and so now it should be pulling all of those out, and there we go. Oh, let me get some more speed upgrades. Speedier. Boom. The rest of those have upgrades. They do. Cool. So yeah, that's just yeah. Put all of that up. Guess I can put this up for now. Actually, let's put them over here so that I know what they're there for. And the rest I'll go through and get installed here eventually as well. So, oh, I forgot I had my time bee. I've got the rest of my just dire things bees. There's 5 of them. I love that occasionally there are, with most of these it's just a set of 5, so I can fit them all into one. I don't know why I have this huge space for it, but in case I need to drastically increase production, I can. But with between the productivity upgrades and the genetic upgrades, these pump out plenty. So for example, Naotic, I just hooked it up and I've already got hundreds of crystals. And yeah, and it's just going to be running constantly while I'm not playing throughout the rest of the week. So, what else have I done? I got a little bit into Malum, and running by here reminded me that I discovered that I had all of these traits upgraded all the way, but I forgot to scroll. And for each of them, there was one at the bottom that I hadn't finished rolling. So I've gone through and upgraded all of those. I dipped my toes into Malum, and so I've got this scythe that is upgraded all the way, and it's got all of my gems. You can apotheosis affix them and enchant it as well. I want to look into the Aura-Tech Enchanter because I saw that it said something about being able to boost the enchants on max enchant items. So I'm going to look into that after this stream. So this is the Malum setup. The next thing I need to do is, I guess, corrupt or something these runewood saplings. Let's see. To make soulwood. Soulwood sapling, there it is. So yeah, I have to do this thing called Unchained Rite, which you do through some sort of totem base. And so I've made the totem, and now I need to do something with it. So I grew one of my runewood trees here, and I guess I've been kind of going through the quest chain and also the book, and it seems to, well, okay, so the one thing that I didn't really understand is how to start crafting items. So just for example, these soul-stained ingots. So you've got your spirits, which you get from killing things with your scythe, and you get more of those when you've upgraded it with the Spirit Plunderer enchant, as well as the, let's see, not the brooch, it's a ring. Where are my rings? There's the ring. Ring of Esoteric Spoils gives you more spirits. And so I set up a variety of spawners over here because all of them drop like slightly different things. And you smack them and you get this cool animation of all of your spirits coming towards you. It's pretty neat. So there's the innocent ones and earthen ones. There's your passive mobs. Then you've got your arcane, which is kind of a standard. Eldritch seems to be things that are from the end. And then you got everything else. Aerial, things that fly. Wicked for, what's the word? Hostile mobs. And there's also Aqueous for water-based mobs. So I reset up one of the spawners that I had for squids. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. There are some other ones that I get from killing things like the Warden and other hostile mobs. So I've been doing that. Gateway. Oops. Gateway. Whichever one it's Gateway. Appear into the Abyss a couple of times just so I can get some more Shulk Shriekers. And that gets me some more of these, not Eldritch, Sacred Aerial, Arcane, Wicked, Infernal. There we go. And I want to say that those come from some of the... Does it glow when I hover over it? That's interesting. Huh, that's cool. Anyway, I get those from the big baddies like the Warden, and I don't think I've killed any other mobs. So what I was going to do was figure out this totem situation. So I've got a totem, and I need to do Unchained Blight. 5 arcane spirits at the totem pole. And the totem pole, up to 5 logs. 5 logs, 5 arcane spirits. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And do I just... Okay. It's horrifying. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And activating it. How do I activate it? Okay. Alum. Book. I don't like books like this. I appreciate that it took a lot to design, but like what? Especially I can't zoom in or out or anything. I'm holding control and shift and using my scroll wheel and clicking. I can't like go back to the beginning. Okay, totem. Gravesphere Arcana into runewood logs, forming a rune representing the magic. If unwanted, engraved spirits can be stripped off with an axe, but I have uses in mind. With a runewood totemic base and then a specific set of runes and a totem pole placed above my totem spirit, I can perform a spirit rite. While each rite does offer a unique function, they follow patterns and categorize easily. For what I term aura rites, they are simple, effect providing rites that affect anything within 8 blocks of the base. For other rituals which alter beings, most affect anything within half the range of an aura rite. For those which alter blocks, most affect the 5x5 area on the level beneath the base, towards where the runes are facing. Okay. One caveat is that no rites totem may function within the range of another identical ritual. If you try, the first one will simply fizzle out, the energies coursing through it disrupted. Okay. So how do I... Okay, I right-clicked on the totem. Okay. That was, unexpected. Light. Okay. That's unique. I wonder if the blight spreads. Soulwood sapling, that's what I was looking for. And it did not blight that. Okay, cool. So let's... I want to turn those into soulwood as well. Nice. Okay. Blight root. Really bums me out that that didn't change. Blighted gunk. That can be used to make a dagger, I suppose. Okay. So, soulwood sapling. If I... Blighted growth. So let's say... Let's just get rid of this. got a lot of rune wood there. Oh good, there's another sapling. Can I plant you there? If I plant you a little further back and then work next to you. Okay. That was unexpected. Ooh, and it blighted these things. Shoot. Okay, I guess my base is slightly blighted now. So, in that case, I'm going to take the sapling and I'm going to make a bonsai pot. Oh. And I'm going to let's put you over here somewhere. First, I need to see how many different items am I getting from this. Seems like a lot. It seems like I really hope that 1, 2, 3, 4 are the only 4 that will actually drop. Let's see. So let's do drawer. Not fluid drawer. 2x2. Two by two drawer. Actually, honestly, I could also just put you on a barrel. And put you there. And then put let's enchant my bonsai pot. I don't think that I want Silk Touch. I need levels. Fortune and Unbreaking. And I need an axe. I didn't think about this. Can I put did I try this where I put the Supremium axe in there? I don't think it works. I feel like, yeah, it's got to be the Eclipse. All right, Eclipse alloy. Eclipse alloy axe. There we go. And let's put our bonsai pot, which is barely distinguishable from the background. Put that in there. Let's get a dirt. That's the word I was looking for, but failing to find. And let's pop it with the, see what we get. Sticks, boo. Exposed soulwood. Solid saplings. What else? And sophisticated, you make a hopper upgrade. I could have sworn that these were supposed to bonsai pot. Yeah, I could have sworn they were supposed to automatically push down. I guess not. Okay, let me also make a void upgrade. And a hopper upgrade. And we are going to void sticks because I do not care. Okay, so we've got gunk. We've got exposed and regular sold. And we're going to upgrade that. We're gonna lock it and we're gonna add it to there. And finally, we're going to pull from the left. And that should pull those things in as they appear. Cool. Very nice. Okay. So we've got that going now. I guess I could do the same with these, but makes a cool addition to the base. What is that? Clinging blight. Ugh. Large, strange crystals. Pretty cool visually. Yeah, it's really cool. Let me add some light here since I took some away. Can I do it like right there? Oh, it does break it. Shoot. Oh well. Okay. Oh, this thing is cool. So you can use this to, I guess, sort of like, not mine items, but it will create. Yeah, I guess it's effectively a way of resource generation. Um, it's not that easy, so I don't. I mean, I guess it would be fine if this was a very early way to start out, like you'd make it work. Um, but it's not terribly useful, except for things that you can't get anywhere else. Like this will get you wind charges, um, lead, aluminum, uranium, gold, osmium, zinc, all your basic metals. Um, but let's see if I can go back to uses. This one will get you blazing quartz, which you can only get this way. That's used for some. It's another way to get amethyst shards, not necessarily early on, but you know, it's helpful. But yeah, this is the only way you can get blazing quartz, which is used in some other things, like making ethers, which I think I thought those were used for later stuff. Oh, and it does have a durability, but the Just Dire Things Forge does work on it. I can confirm that. I love it. Let's see. So that's going. Where was I going with Soulwood? Why was I trying to make that? Black Pearl. Oh. So let me maybe break these saplings so that it doesn't continue to grow and corrupt my base completely. Okay. What is this? Scarstone. That's cool. Did it convert the kiwi? No, it didn't. Uh-oh. Blighted growth, blight root. What's blight pearl used for? Nothing. Tis but a stick. Okay. Put that away. Let's see. Twisted rocks. Oh, I wanted to make these runes to see what these runes are all about. Okay, so I made some runes earlier. Rune of warding, rune of motion, and this. Here we go. So the rune of loyalty, because the documentation and a brief internet search didn't tell me what exactly these runes do, because like, you know, what is Miner's Rage? What is Poseidon's Grasp? Poseidon's Grasp is a 5% entity interaction range and a 20% block interaction range, which is pretty cool. And then Rune of Haste is 20% attack speed and 20% block break speed, which is pretty nice. These other ones, Rune of Warding is Gaia's Bulwark, which gives you +1 armor toughness and +2 armor. And Rune of Motion, as you may guess, is speed. So Zephyr's Courage is 20% speed. I'm more intrigued in those two. I did make a brooch so that I can have 2 rune slots. It does decrease my health by 25%, which is fine because I have 901 health. So not too worried about the health stats. But there were these other ones that were listed that were also equally unhelpful in their description. So like Angler's Lure, is that some sort of fishing thing? So yeah, I'm gonna get my soul wood and blighted gunk. 30. Okay, cool. Yeah, soulwood. So soulwood logs gives me soulwood planks. 2, 3. Each of these requires 4, and there's 5 of them. Okay. More. And each one requires 32 of the spirits. Okay, so aqueous. Earthen. Where's my earthen? There we are. Infernal. Don't have a lot of those. Aerial. It's like water, earth, fire. air, your elements, and haste. What am I missing? Aerial, infernal. Are these the same? Oh, I see. The planks are different. Miner's Rage. I already made that one. Okay. Oops. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, and then there's these other runes which are made with the rock, tainted rock or twisted rock. Right. Yeah. But those all kind of explain what they do. Burning damage, negative effects are shortened, 20% armor. All pretty self-explanatory, whereas these, I have no idea what they do. So we're going to find out together. Ooh. Let's hear that thunder. Is that coming through? So, what I like about these is that they get made very quickly. So, put that on top, click it on the side, boom, there it is. And that one. Okay, what do these do? Angler's Lure. It doesn't say. Maybe it is some sort of luck of the sea thing. Let's see if the other ones say anything. Earth and Might. Is that strength that was added? Oh, the Earth and Might. +2 attack damage. Okay, that's cool. Attack damage. Let's see. Let's do it while we're holding. 141. There's multipliers and stuff, so I don't know how much it's actually helping. 141 versus 137. Okay, so not that much more. Okay. Aether's Charm. My power just flickered. Just mark this down in case I need to reconnect. Hang on a sec. Okay. Connection's not great. Still on. All that's on a backup battery, so it shouldn't have flickered. But alas, it did. Here we are. Okay. Let's close a few things, see if that helps. Surprised it didn't disconnect me from the server, even though the server is local. That can kind of, if internet connectivity goes down, it freaks out a little bit. Still dropping a lot of frames. I'm recording, so we'll just power through it. Okay. So what else was there? Close that. Open this. Okay, Ether's Charm is minus 30% gravity. Okay. And Ifrit's Embrace is probably gonna be like fire damage or something weird. I don't see an icon for it. Ifrit's Embrace. What goes away? Ooh, that's some good thunder. Check something out real quick. Oh yeah, that really, really hurt my internet connectivity. That power flicker. Yikes. Let me stop streaming and see if it'll let me start the stream again. Even the stopping stream is running poorly. Okay, start stream. Close all of that. Not sure what I did there. Let me hit stream again. Okay. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Yeah, very good. Okay. Anywho, yeah, I have no idea what Ifrit's Embrace is supposed to do. Does not seem to add an effect. If I take that one off, will it show up? No, so it's not like it's a matter of... Hmm. Okay, well that's unfortunate. These were not as useful as I would have liked. But now I know how to make soulwood. Okay. Next thing that I wanted to do was see if I could figure out the particle accelerator. So is that hallowed gold? It is. Let's put all of this stuff up from Malum. I'm going to leave my bee trinket on. So that has been very useful. And yeah, we're going to check out. Oh, I have an axe. Yeah, I can't put in the Supremium axe. That would have made this so much easier. But alas, that's fine. Okay. Forgot that I had a drawer of lava right there. That's fine. So, what was I doing next? Yes, I was going to figure out 7, my particle accelerator situation. So, efficient. Put 3 of these down. So now that's running at 460%. And that one's not because I don't have the sides. Okay. And I really don't need this to run anymore because what is this stuff called? Energite? No. Fluxite. Yeah, that's coming in from the bees now. It's fine to just leave it running. It's no big deal. Okay, so between streams, I tried to figure out the particle accelerator stuff, and I had to go through a bunch of nonsense to arrive at nowhere. So let me get out the items that I need, really. Actually, let's make 90 of these. I have 71, that means I need 19 more. This ought to stress something. Yeah. Making those. Cool. Ooh, it's really raining. Alright, so all of that is going. And I am getting my particle accelerators. So I tried to set it up here in this area, and I tried something that wasn't effective because I wasn't reading the information very well. However, after reading some and Googling around, I've discovered that this is the acceleration that I want to do is not going to fit in this space because I need for the particle accelerator to be able to generate, what's the max? That's 1500. That's 50,000. Yeah, so 50,000 is the max. I have to be able to generate that many joules, which, and you'll see it in the accelerator, I think corresponds to the acceleration in meters per second. Not acceleration, the velocity in meters per second is equivalent to joules in this case. I don't know if that's the real like measurement of joules, but I think that's how this mod is interpreting it. And this is necessary for part of the FTB Skies junk. So to make that pyramid, I have to have an accelerator that can accelerate things up to 50,000 joules. And the handy calculator on the wiki for Oratech tells me that, okay, 50,000. Yeah, 50,000 joules. Okay, so 50,000. I have my calendar pulled up, but you can't see it on, not calendar, calculator pulled up, but you can't see it on the screen. So it's the square root of 50,000, which is 223.6, divided by 2.5. Which comes out to 89.4. So if I have if I have 90 of these motors, here's my power flickering again. If I have 90 of these motors and the rest of it is just not the sensors, but the guide rings, 2 particle accelerators, one to accelerate the first item, and another one to place in when it reaches the correct speed for it to crash into. That should do the trick. I haven't even got to the tachyon absorbers yet, but basically, I was thinking that in this small space, I needed to make an actual ring, and I had all sorts of sensors set up to change the corners that they were taking, because the information here, where's Oratech? Here we are. Says that it can't take right angles too well. And let's see here. Yeah, so it takes 245-degree turns, but the problem is once it gets to a certain speed, if it's taking those turns too many times, it will break the ring and just shoot outside of the ring and destroy a block that's on the other side of it. And so it wasn't a matter of making the corners larger, but instead a matter of spacing out how often those turns are happening. And so I believe that 90 is the magic number, which is why I want 90 of these motors. It's 85. And I feel like I'm just going to set it up in the end. That would be the easiest thing to do, so I don't accidentally zap something. Actually, I suppose I could. No, it would just be unsightly if it's anywhere other than in the end. So we go back to the end castle. Or actually, just for funsies, let's go into the proper end. So I realize I haven't killed the dragon again, and I feel like I'm going to need to for the deep learner. And I also kind of wanted to see, it's a fun measure of like how much stronger I've gotten since the last time that I tried to beat this guy up. So, in crystals. One, two, three, four. All right. Ooh, warp flux. Let's beat some of these guys up while the dragon respawns. That's a horrifying noise. Awesome. make another framework, because were these useful for anything? Yeah, I need some of these eventually. Yeah, so let me make another model framework. That I can just, your regular Enderman, yes. Pop you in there. Let me just beat up a few of these guys. Such noises. Someone had a backpack on. Not you, not you. Each kill counting as two? It was. Interesting. Okay. So, let's put away those things. Okay. Corrupted pearls. Put away my ender pearls. Let's take out my super bow. Oh, that was... See that? The... Yeah, it's like the animation is slightly off. Yikes. That's not at all confusing. Oops. Okay. Got all of those taken care of. I don't want to accidentally kill him with the bow, but that did a lot of damage. Wow. Easy enough. Alright. Dragon skin. Supremium essence, cognizant dust. And a grab bag. And some items that I don't particularly care about, but I'm not going to throw them in my... I did go and clean this out a little bit. I still need to look at cognition and see what that mod is all about. That might be another between streams exploration. Okay. Let me do one more. What were they called? End crystals. And this time kill him with the soul scythe thing. What do I need here? Stack of glass. Let's see if he drops anything cool this way. Drink some water while it's doing that. Okay, that was loud. Alright, come on down. I guess I could also just go to him. Oops. Huh. No. No additional souls. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I need to spawn him again. That's not what I was looking for. Not Waystone, Warpstone. So let's go to the inn castle, where my spawner is. Pick up some of those levels. That's still doing a great job of... Oh, actually, that's perfect. Yeah, okay, good. I'll have to think about those again. So if I just run it this way, that'll be fine. It'd be funny if this was wide enough that I could just run it all the way around it. That would be hilarious. But we're not going to do that. We're going to bring a platform out right about here and then just run it across. So let me get my cobble. This is going to be ugly. Let's look at my chunk borders. I walk way too quickly when I'm invisible. All right, let's put that up. Can put this up for now. Don't really need those. Okay, Vortech. Got my particle accelerator, which is going to be here. Be a death sentence if I was in vanilla. Let's see. Got my 90 particle accelerators, my guide rings. Probably need some more of those, so we'll make those. I love these levers. They're redstone levers. They're cute. Gonna use them going forward. I'm gonna take this off because that's going to make me crazy. Okay. So my guide ring definitely does need to be here. And then, yeah, let's just make our accelerators F3 plus, not HB, not BG. I made 90. I'm just going to put 45, 45 on either side. This is slightly off center. I don't care because it's not centered to a chunk anyway. Can I? Nope. Maybe I should. And then just build to me, building gadget. Build to me, range 15. Oops. How did I? Oh. Now, what if I do this? Please? Hey, look at that. I love it. Oh my god, that's fantastic. But I've lost track of how many that was. Doesn't matter. Oh, I guess I can take my model off now. Okay. And I've got 37 left. Actually, that'd be perfect to just say 37. And I can't remember if this pulls from here, so let's just do this. Was it still just pulling from here? That's fantastic. Not what I wanted, but okay. Okay. No, that was the wrong thing. I'm a fool. Whoops. Okay, so is that 90? Did I have 90? That is 90. Excellent. Okay. So let's give you a guide ring. And you. Actually, let's give you a guide and rotate you. And let's just do a quick smack right there. Okay, there we go. You break this, break those. Sorry, guys. Okay. Now I basically have to. That's 18. 38. $61. Thank you, Zoom key. $81, $82, $83, $84, $85, $86, $87, $88, $89, $90? $90, okay. $90, and then I guess technically that's actually $91. I don't care. Yeah, okay. So I guess let's do yeah. I know, guy, life is hard. Come on. Okay. Then I would do that. And that. And that. And then one, two, three, 60. This is what I'm talking about. Like it takes it, but it doesn't. What are we doing here? $94. 3, 2, 1, 0. 90. Yep. And then thanks for the perfect gem of the warlord. All right. Right there. There. Okay. Oh, it's an order of if it's on the bar. If it's on the bar, it just uses them. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. It just says that they're not available. Okay. Now let's see. How have I done this incorrectly? I have, but that's actually okay because this can be moved. Ugh. Nope. Okay. And then let's do our construction wand. Over. And delete that. feel like these will be it'll be accelerated fast enough that this gap is fine. Okay. Nope, those are way off. Right here. There we go. Okay. So let's just kind of set this area up over here. And let's make our mega torch. And this can be... No. Can I put it? Can I put one right here? Okay. And then one right here. Oops. And I need to put a guide ring right there. A guide ring right there. And do I have enough space to... Not really. I can just comically add one right there. All right, gate. I need another stack of these, which shouldn't take that long at all anymore now that I have nitro crystals. Hey, look at that. I love that. Yep. Okay. These are all powered now. I love the construction stick mod. Okay. So, if I just throw some redstone in here, what happens? Yep, it got to 90, and it... No gate in range. It got to 76, 22. Oh, it got to there. And there was no gate in range. Okay. That's good. So it made the turn. The range is 4.7 at that point. So let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Sir. 4. I didn't think about this, but they are going to be spawning on here. So I guess I need to 4. Make these blocks spawn proof or something. Or just remove the blocks. There's this riveting gameplay. God. Good, I did make more of these. 2, 3, 4. Okay. I punched an Enderman to death. Oh my god, the noise. Okay. Ooh, is that too much of a curve? I hope not. If it is, I can just put in more accelerators. I know that the building gadget has some sort of mode for this where you can space things out. It's helpful for like checkerboard patterns. And I'm sure it would have made this a lot easier. Where'd he spawn at? What are you? Oh, you're a shulker. Okay, cool. 21 perfect Intersurge gems. Thanks. Material. Stable footing. That's nice. Anyway, okay. Almost there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Let's put you right there. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, before I do, what would be the easiest? What would be the best way? Do I make more mega torches? Or do I just get rid of the spawnable surface? I think I get rid of the spawnable surface. Right? Because those just float. Yes. What better place to build a particle accelerator than outer space? Cool. Alright, everything has power. Guess I can just keep those in my backpack. Honestly, it doesn't matter anymore. I've got my rings. Got my cobble. Let's put that up. Put that up. Okay, see what happens. Alright, it's doing the loops. See the little 1 pixel. Okay. What was I looking for? 20,000? 23? No, I was looking for 50. It's interesting. You would think it would be accelerating faster. So we'll just let this run for a while, I suppose. Ooh, I'm running out of power. Whoa. I'm running out of power. Wow. That hasn't been an issue before. Cool. Okay. Let's go back. That's exciting. Am I running out of power or is it... Oh boy. The wither's loose. Ruh-roh. Okay. Let's go back here. So, wow. Wait a minute. Why aren't you? You're on. Using. Do I not have these gates in the right spot? Yeah, it says plenty. Why aren't you outputting power? Is it on this red block and not on here? If I right click on you, receive. Extract. Using. Did I see it flicker there for a moment? Extract facing west. Yeah, so that's doing it correctly. Extract, receive, extract. Okay, it's extracting. Can I put another one down? Will that help? Extract. Stored using. I don't know, is it just not? Oh, I forgot to, let me go back. I forgot to keep these chunks loaded. Is this still running? Okay, it is. So 25,000. Plate chunks. Glad that didn't break it. Okay. Whoops. I jumped into the way and it popped my... I'm glad I was wearing that. Whew. Jumped into the particle stream. That was dumb. What is that called? Totem of Undying. Thank you, Totem. Jesus. Shoot right back in here. Where's my totem slot? Body? Where is it? Charm? Yeah, okay. Charm slot, yeah. Thank goodness. Wow. Oh, nope. Okay, so note to self. Watch out for the spicy magenta beam. And let's get our power situation sorted out, because the warden is going to get loose. And the wither is already roaming about, apparently. Okay. Power. Hmm. See, what bugs me though is that it's not pulling any of this. Let's just switch to flux. I feel like that's the answer at this point. Bedrock. Then I can set up my flux B as well. Okay. Oh. I could have been making this. Huh. Okay. Redstone and obsidian dust makes flux dust. What do you... Okay, you get off of a flux. Flux. Okay. Obsidian dust. Let's make a stack of you. That was fast. Redstone. Obsidian. Turn off my magnets. Nope. Nope. Oh, it's an anvil. That's different. Anvil. Oh, cool. Okay. Dust. Okay, actually, let's go up here. Let's make all of our Flux network things. Flux core. This is the wrong. There we go. Flux plug. Need more patterns. I'm amazed that the system is even running. And now that I've said that, I'm kind of concerned. Point. Controller, I don't need. Flux storage, I don't really care about right now. Yes. Ha, love that. Okay. Point. Let's make a plug first. Oops. Flux block is something I forgot to do. Plug. Point. Take that one off. I'm going to put the plug right there. Accessory against network. What are my colors? Let's call it that. There we go. And power surge, bypass limit. Okay, and let's just put a plug on you. Accessory against. Bypass limit, 2 million FE per tick. There we go. All right, let's see. Now it's running. And it's putting in over 500,000 FE per tick. Cool. So that is not enough to keep this running. So let's make another nitro reactor. How many do I need again? 24? 36. start. Probably gonna need a handful of these. All right, 36. And it's 3 blocks wide. I want to leave a little bit of a gap. That feels fine. And then we're just going to continue this with an exporter. Cable. Very good. Exporter. And what do I need? I need crafting card, and I need all of those things. So I need to export uraninite, redstone. What were the other things? Coal, dry ice. And time fluid. And let's put in some speed upgrades there. Just get this up and running. Whoops, don't extract those. Here we go. Auto mode on. Let's get our plug. Yep. Bypass limit. Feels good. Generating. Okay, it's getting up there. Cool. And that's pulling in 89. And we're not quite backing up yet, so let's make another one. But we're not backing up anywhere, right? No. Okay. Nitro. Three. It's my cables. Extract. And we need to extract time fluid, redstone, block of coal, dry ice, uraninite, I need you to craft, and speed. I guess I could put a stack upgrade in there too. Or instead, rather. Stack. There we go. Much better. And another plug. It's interesting. Oh, it's because that's the max for this is 2 million. Ooh, okay. Hmm. So the max for that is 2 million per tick. Okay. Let's check on my particle accelerator. Let me not walk into it this time. 49, 50,000. That's what I needed, right? No, what was it? Use. Yeah, 50,000. There it is. Okay. Let's just let that keep running. Minimum curve distance is only 75. So my math was wrong somewhere, but before this gets to 90, let me make some of these tachyon absorbers. Let me make at least one tachyon absorber. Are tachyons an item that I need to use? No. Catch those particles and turn them into energy. Oh, this is just like a energy absorber. Okay. Plug. Let me make one plug. And ooh, it lagged a little bit there. Use quest tachyons. Didn't it show me a picture of how to arrange them, or was that on the wiki? Let me look at that real quick. Yes. Okay. It's not the direction that I wanted. Let me not. There we go. Turn my magnet back on. Let's put that plug right there. Attach you to the network. Let's see what happens when I put in, what was it, rotten flesh? It's supposed to make some enderic something or other. Woohoo. Okay, that didn't seem to... Need to read more about that. It's like I have to put some sort of energy absorber on it first. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Particle accelerator test successful. I got my... Was it successful? Did it Oh, it's in here. Okay. Got my endurite compound. Nice. Okay. So, and I can't help but notice that all of those are just about full again. So let's go back home. Let's look at our power situation. The wither has been contained again. Is he in the correct position? He is slightly off. Is this still harvesting? It is not. So, can I pick him up with anything? Let's find out. Could have sworn that there was a... Should be able to pick him up with this. Oh, he's a little guy. Okay. Okay, let me bring this back. Let me hit him again. Put him down again. That should be doing it. Drills are working. He's in there. Why isn't my ether gas going up? Depth is 89, perhaps. Let's do Y86. You good, bro? Okay, he's still getting soul sucked even though he's in a corner. What is going on here? Is purple laser lens the right one? Ether gas. Purple laser lens over the wither. Processing. Okay, maybe I just need to build another one. Device. Throw that down. Just out of curiosity, let's see. Cool. Eldritch spirits. Nice. Didn't drop any arcane or cognizant dust. That's fine. Soul sand. 4. And wither skeleton skulls. 3. Oops. soul sand. Let me not get sundered. There we go. Depth 86. 89. 87. This is health flow. 265. Those are all working correctly. That has power. Okay, that one doesn't have a depth, but this one does. 265. Does it need to be lower? There it is. That's weird. All right. Efficiency. How do I pipe you up here? Or do I just break this and replace it? I'm just gonna do that. Output, push up. There we go. That's fine. Okay, he's closed back up. That's weird. Okay. Don't like that. Still don't like it. There we go. Put that in there. Okay, it's working again. Very good. I tried to set these up with this. What is that even on? Heated centrifuge, but it doesn't, I don't think it really makes a difference at all. So yeah, entangled blocks don't work with the souls. Okay, to wrap up, I want to see if I can make the heavy core. And if I can do that by making, is this filled up? It's filled up again already. Do I want to just switch all of these over to flux plugs? Yeah. That means I need to get the flux dust B going. Let's get one of these. Oh, he's cute. Alright, so he is buffed, and these have backed up. Let's make 3. And let's make the speed 12 of those. I guess they ran out of power, so it got backed up. Or I forgot to invar. Ah, yes. I have forgotten to put a upgrade and a void upgrade in there. I knew there'd be one. Okay. Oh yeah, everything just backed up with invar. That's what it was. Not to worry. Centrifuge. Push labels. Good. Okay. And put down 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. Cool. So those are running now. All right, so I really don't need any of this. But I do want to put the flux B in here and make him a flux block. And that is not compact, but I do need to give it a home. I'm just going to put you in here. And I'm going to give you those upgrades. It's too many things. Yeah, 16.4 thousand flux dust sounds fine to me. Nope. Eh, keep that there. Wow, I worked through that backlog pretty quickly. Oh. No. Did I not add it to the... Nope. Check back on that in a moment. Okay, power. Tell you what, we'll leave 3 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make 5 more plugs. Oh, I need some more flux dust. Feels like it's coming in. So let's break 2, 3, 4, 5. Plug. Controller. Configurator. That did not seem to change the color. Which kind of bums me out, but whatever. Okay, let's see if we can put this to the test. I wanted to make the reinforced deep slate and duratium dust so I can make my heavy core, and then we'll call it a day. I love this song, and as soon as he gets killed, it's gonna stop. It's one of those original Minecraft bops. I love it. Tachyon absorber. It says it can hold power. Let me read about this while it's speeding up. Energy dense tachyons. The higher the collision energy, the more energy will be ejected with tachyons. They'll also fly further. Need more tachyons at higher speeds. Tachyon absorbers can be used to catch those particles and turn them into energy. Tachyons will always exit random directions at the collision point. Surrounding the entire area in collectors ensures you'll catch them all. If all tachyons are collected, you can get up to 3 times the amount of energy that was used to accelerate the particles. However, for large collisions, a lot of higher energy tachyons will be emitted, quickly filling the capacity of the single collector, placing them further back, blah blah blah. Okay. Do they have some sort of power cable, energy pipe? Can this be used to make a larger energy pipe? Oh, a superconductor. Cannot connect to normal energy pipes. Let's make a superconductor. I already have some superconductors. Okay, it seems to connect. Let's just pop a plug on there and see if that's the trick. Okay, it does connect to it. And I need to paste the configuration. Oh, I forgot to... I was supposed to put the plugs on these. That's no matter because we're almost at the speed anyway. So it feels like it's doing a lot better job of keeping that up. So 50,000 is what we're going for. Pop back to the overworld and see if my wither has escaped again. He has. Excellent. The whole point of doing the flux networks was to replace all of these gates. Oh well. Oh, this didn't even need. Yeah, this only needed 8,000. So let me just pop this in here. Hey, it did. Nice. Now I have a heavy core. Cool. Screenshot. All right. Now then, magnet on. Let's shapeless, and let's collect all of these gates. Excellent. And there is one more over here. All right, so I'll get these relocated. So that it is using the correct power source. And not this one. Why are you being hurt? How did you get in here? Oh, jeez. Whatever. Okay. That was weird. We need a light in here. Oh my, I have too many things. I don't need any more of those or that. I don't even know why that dropped to premium. Got plenty of gates forever. Got my heavy core now, which is pretty cool. Superconductor, guide rings, all of that can go up. I want to keep this. Those can just go in here. Doesn't matter. That can go in there. How did my infinite ham get reset? Ooh. Applying potion effects to the relic by left-clicking it with a potion. Each time the relic is consumed, it applies these effects to the player for 1.2 seconds per hunger point restored. Interesting. That's very interesting. Level up the relic to level 10. It's already 5. Interesting. Anyway, okay, soul sand. Do I really not have any soul sand left? Soul sand. Oh, space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wither. 1, 2, 3. You get a light block. 2. 1, 2, 3. Tinted glass. And this is draining again. Very good. Souls are still being sold. And everything else is running. Was there something else that was heavily power dependent? That if I ran out of power, there were going to be bad consequences? Everything just runs behind when that happens. Ooh, you're not moving anymore, are you? Okay, it's going again. Corruption is not spreading. My bees are fine. This is all going. Okay. I think that's it. I think we're gonna call it here. Particle acceleration has been completed successfully. And I've got my heavy core. I've got it going to the maximum speed that's necessary for those in-game items. I've corrupted part of my ring here, which is fine, I suppose. And yeah, I think we're going to call it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Cesar Naget. Ooh, that doesn't do that. This has been Cesar Naget, playing Feed the Beast Guys 2. Catch you guys next time. And don't forget to tell somebody that you love them today. See you guys.